Good morning, students. Let's continue with the chapter all about air, chapter 10. So now see page number 109, air. We have completed the greenhouse effect. Now we will study about air. See the topic air. Air is all around us, but we cannot see it. We can only feel its presence. The absence of air will make life impossible on earth. See, air is all around us, but we cannot see the air. Have you seen air? No, no one has seen air, but it is all around us. We can feel air. Without air, life is impossible on earth. So now, if there will be absence of air, then we can't live. We can't survive. Now, what is the importance of air? Air is needed by all living things to breathe. In breathing, the air is required, and the second one, air influences to originate the amount and quantity of natural resources on earth like forest, minerals, etc. It adjusts Earth's temperature in particular by balancing moisture and carbon dioxide on the atmosphere that protects loss of heat. It helps to form wind and rain. With the help of air, wind and rain is formed, and the air prevents solar radiation by the absorption of ozone. Now turn the page. Now we will see page number 110. Now let's see, the next heading is composition of air. Air is mixture of gases, water, vapor and dust particles. Some of these gases are, see, air is a composition, it's a mixture of gases. Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, ozone, neon and helium. That our air is mixture of these gases. Now we will discuss about these gases. In how much quantity these gases are present in the atmosphere, in the air. First of all, see this diagram, the above diagram which is given in the yellow box, the approximate composition of the air. See, 78% of air, that nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. In the air, 78% is nitrogen, 21% is oxygen and only 1% is other gases. Other gases means carbon dioxide and small organ and water vapor, etc. These are only 1%. Now let's study oxygen. This is the most important gases on earth. Oxygen is the most important gas on earth. Oxygen makes up 21% of the air. The composition of oxygen in the air is only 21%. It is essential for most living things. See, oxygen is essential for everyone. Plants and animals take in oxygen during the process of respiration. It's also needed for burning. Oxygen is needed for burning. Respiration is the process where living things take in oxygen in order to break down digested food to produce energy. Food is taken as a fuel in the body and it produces energy. Now nitrogen, it makes up 78% of the air. It is not used by many living things except the nitrogen fixing bacteria in the soil. The roots of some plants are used to form nitrates, for example peanuts. It is absorbed by the plant as nitrates to make plant protein. Now the third is carbon dioxide. It is essential for the green plants during the process of photosynthesis. See, carbon dioxide is important for the green plants during the process of making food. Green plants make their food by the process known as photosynthesis. And in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is important. It is combined together with water and energy from the sunlight to make food or simple sugar, thereby releasing oxygen during the process. See, in the photosynthesis process, what is done? Oxygen is released and CO2 is used. Now, water vapor. It plays an important part in the water cycle. What is the role of water vapor? It plays role in water cycle. It helps to form clouds in the sky. See, water vapor helps to form clouds in the sky. Clouds return to the earth in the form of rain. Water vapor makes the clouds in the atmosphere in that sky, and what is done? Clouds return to the earth in the form of rain, snow, hail or sleet. Other gases, they include argon, helium, neon, krypton and xenon. These are inert gases, which means they do not take part in reactions under normal circumstances. Now, the next heading is properties of air. As you know, air is a type of matter. It has certain properties. Air has properties. We have studied about air, layer of air, atmosphere. Layer of atmosphere we have studied. Now, composition of air we have studied, importance of air. Now we will see properties of air. Air takes up space. The first property of air is air takes up space. Air, like all other states of matter, take up space as well to show that their air occupies space. Now, see the next page, page 111. Children, now continue with page number 111. Air exerts pressure. We all know that when we press our hands against a surface, we apply a force. What is force? Any push or pull is known as force. We have studied in the previous chapter about force. Pressure is therefore the force applied to a surface area. When air exerts a force on any surface, it is called air pressure. Let's do an activity to understand. Do the activity in your home. Activity 2. This is your homework. Now turn page number 112. Activity 3. Take a deflated balloon. First of all, see the above lines. Air exerts pressure in all directions. See, air presses from all sides on everyone and everything. Air gives pressure in all the sides of anything, any material. Let's show how it by a simple activity. You will do a simple activity in your home. What you will do? You will take a balloon and you will blow it. Take a deflated balloon. See, activity 3 is given. Take a deflated balloon and blow it. Continue to blow it even if it cannot blow more. First you will see that the balloon will expand in all sides. You will see what you will see. You will see balloon is expanding in all the sides. But after some time what you will see, it will burst. It cannot hold more air inside. So when you keep on inflating it continuously, after its maximum level, then it will blow out. It will burst. This is because, why this is so? Because air pushes on the walls of the balloon in all the directions. Now that all the directions are filled with the air, it continues till the pressure breaks the balloon wall and burst. Due to the pressure, the balloon walls will burst, break and burst. Now we will see air has weight. All matter has weight. Let's do an activity for this also. What you will do? You will take two footballs, one inflated and other deflated. One filled with air and the other emptied. Weight them on a beam balance. What you will do? You will weight both the balls. The inflated football will come down at the balance. This is because the inflated football is filled with air and thus is heavier than the football which is without the air. Children, now see page number 113. Air is needed for burning. For burning also air is needed. How is it so? We will see one example also. Let's see the first line of page number 113. Air contains oxygen which helps to burn things. Air also contains oxygen. Without oxygen, we can't burn anything. Let's show it by an activity. What you will need? You will need two candles and stone jar. Fix the two candles on the table and light them. What you will do? You will fix both the candles on the table and light both the candles. Cover one candle with the jar and leave the other candle uncovered. Leave one candle uncovered and one you will cover with the glass. What will happen? You will see that the candle covered with jar goes off soon. The candle which you have covered with the jar, that will go off, while the candle in the open continues to burn. The candle which is in the air, which is out of the jar, will continues to burn. This shows that air is needed for burning. This is an example to show that air is needed for burning. Now the chapter is completed. Revise this chapter in your home. Read one more time. And tomorrow I will give question and answer and exercise of this chapter.